table number 9.
How are you, sir?
Good evening, Mayor. Thank you for being here in Woodhaven. So our question is this. Since City Hall is stating that the migrant influx is bankrupting the city, how come more and more refugees are being asked to come to New York City?
Asked to come to New York City?
Or coming to New York City, actually. Coming to New York City.
Okay.
Not asked, but coming to New York City.
Okay, so what are the most
Oh, sorry, my apologies.
Okay.
Specifically, the 25,000 Haitian refugees.
First of all, I want to start on, because this is a very important topic. First, no matter who we are, we have an immigrant origin. And the billions of dollars that the immigrant community puts into our city make sure that our schools is here, our teachers, et cetera. There's a real rich culture we have when we talk about the immigrant population in our city, in our country. Migrants and asylum seekers are not undocumented. They were legally paroled in the city by the Customs Border Patrol on the southern part of our border. And they were legally paroled in. And so oftentimes people conflate the two between what's the terminology that is used? The what? Illegal, or the whole right to stay in the city. That is for those who are undocumented. These migrants in the what? Sanctuary city. People conflate the sanctuary city conversation. The sanctuary city has nothing to do with the migrants and asylum seekers. Sanctuary city is if you're undocumented and you're here, you're not turned over to authorities. But the migrants and asylum seekers, the 180,000, are legally paroled into the country. And what happened, people say, well, Eric, why don't you stop the buses from coming into the city? I can't. That's against the law. Well, Eric, why don't you allow people to work who are here? I can't. It's against the federal law. I can't even allow the migrants and asylum seekers to volunteer and give them a stipend. The federal law prevents me from doing that also. Well, Eric, you are giving them more than you're giving every other New Yorker. That's just a lie. If you go to the Floyd Bennett Field, Randall's Island, people are sleeping on cots. Their restrooms are outdoors. Their showers are outdoors. They're getting the basics that we can give to people with a level of dignity that they deserve. And so we are handcuffed as a city on what federal laws require us to do and state laws require us to do. We're handcuffed. Now, when I go to the shelters and I speak with the migrants that are there, they're very clear. We don't want anything free from you. We don't want your food. We don't want your housing. All we want to do is work. That's all we want. And no matter who we are, if your ancestors came here and they were told they couldn't work, we would not be where we are right now. And check this out, what a lot of people don't realize. Do you know we have thousands of Ukrainian citizens that are here? And you don't even see them. You know why you don't? They're allowed to work. They have been incorporated into our city like every other group has been incorporated into it. And so what the real call is, federal government, if you parole people into the city, give them the authorization to work so they can contribute to the city like they want to and like we need to. And here's the real irony. We need workers. We need lifeguard. We need food service workers. We need backstretch workers. We need nurses. Venezuela population, many of them are professionals, accountants, reporters, nurses. So we have all these jobs that are available, and we have available population to work, and we are not allowed to let them work. That is what you call insanity. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor.
Next table.
Commissioner, if I can just add, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, it's back here.
Oh, okay.
Commissioner Castro, I'm the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs Commissioner. Just wanted to add, the mayor has been a big champion from the beginning to allow the migrants and asylum seekers arriving here the ability to work. And that's certainly what we all hear whenever we talk with the asylum seekers. They want to work. But they also ask us, what can we do while we wait here for our work authorization? they want to learn English. So today we announced a partnership with our New York City public libraries to offer English lessons to the asylum seekers who are here, because all they want to do is contribute. So while we wait for those work permits, they're going to be taking classes so they can learn English and be ready for when they get the work authorization to work and contribute back to our city.
Right, and there's no, every day I'm around him, I'm reinforced on the beauty of the American dream. Here you have a young man came to the city with his mother as a dreamer, walked up through the system, and now he's my commissioner of Mayor Office of Immigrant Affairs. He's able now to ensure that everyone can pursue the American dream. He and I traveled together to Ecuador, Mexico, Colombia to see the pathway. People are going through the Darien Gap with the understanding they may not make it out. When we went down to the border and saw what happened at the border, 2 years ago, we traveled to El Paso together and saw what was going on at the border. And we said, listen, Washington, we got to fix this. Because this is a problem that's keep hemorrhaging. These cities, these countries are destabilized. Ecuador is dealing with a real drug problem that people are fleeing every day. And the destabilization of these countries, we've never witnessed this in our hemisphere. Venezuela, we can have another 6-7 million people leaving Venezuela because of the destabilization that is taking place there, making their way up to New York. We just got a call early today. How many did we get in, DM? Yeah, we just got a plane, came in. The Texas governor sent a plane in today with buses. At one time, we were getting 4,000 migrants and asylum seekers a week, 8,000 every 2 weeks, 16,000 a month. That Deputy Mayor Williams Isom had to manage with Molly and her team because the law said that you must make sure when they come in by a certain period of time, you have to put them in housing. This is what we were up against in 22, folks. This is what we were up against. And then you look at other cities, people are sleeping in airports, hospitals, police precincts, sleeping on the street. You look at these other cities. These folks here managed this crisis, and history is going to be kind to us when they reflect on what we did in the city and what New Yorkers did in the city during this period of time. And it was hard. It was hard. But we did it every night, 1, 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. Buses were showing up, and we were required to do what we had to do. Trust me, it was hard. And we took a lot of crap. But when people look on this period of time, they're going to realize this city stood up and this administration stood up.
Mayor Adams, if I may add.
Yes.
So 54 lawmakers, over 54 of us across this city, are so concerned about this influx of migrants coming here that we have called upon the federal government to take action. Because, Principal Singh, as you know, immigration is federally controlled. That's just the way it's set up. So I just want to commend you, Mayor Adams, and of course, Deputy Mayor, for all of your logistical work to house all of these new arrivals. But we are really concerned as lawmakers across the city, and we're really calling upon the federal government to act and to take action to help New York City. New York City is so important to the whole state and to the whole country. So thank you for your work.
Thank you.
You like my hat?
Yes, I do. I thought it was going to say, make America great again. But it got the right saying. It got the right saying. Take a picture of both of us. Stay focused, no distraction, and grind. And red. Where are we?
Right.